Well, the future of Baltimore's Confederate monuments is also taking shape. After months of research and public hearing, the Mayor's Commission released its suggestions today. In Focus reporter Mallory Safaste explains why, despite a recommendation to remove 2 statues, none will be coming down just yet.
Kelly, these monuments have stood for over 100 years, but criticism hit a fever pitch last year after 9 people were gunned down inside a South Carolina church. Pictures show the accused gunmen posing with the Confederate flag in front of Confederate monuments. Stores and companies yanked Confederate merchandise, and cities, including Baltimore, took a second look at monuments celebrating Confederate figures. A commission of 7 history and art experts examined the 4 Confederate monuments on city-owned land. They looked at each statue in terms of its artistic, historical, and political meaning, both to people in the past and to people in the present. They also looked at how other cities are dealing with controversial historical works of art. Now, today we learned the commission recommends removing the Lee Jackson Monument from Charles Village and placing it on Chancellorsville Battlefield in Virginia. The commission also voted to remove the Roger B. Taney Monument. However, no new location is being suggested. The commission believes the other 2 statues should stay but have markers added that gives visitors historical insight and perspective. Those are the Confederate Soldiers and Sailors Monument and the Confederate Women's Monument. While those are the official recommendations, the cost of moving monuments is substantial, and no one has offered to put up the money. Instead, the city is opting for a short-term solution, installing markers at all 4 monuments, explaining their place in history.
Everyone can say you should remove them all, and put them in, one big Confederate monument park, right? But who's paying for it?
So you look at the larger historical context of the Civil War and these monuments, but then looking more specifically at how these monuments represent Baltimore's history and where we were as a city at the time that the monuments were created.
We don't know yet when the markers will go up or what they'll look like. The mayor made it clear this isn't a final decision, which means it's possible at least 2 of the monuments could eventually be removed from their original homes. Kelly.